2019. We are starting our pre-trapping season. I'm kind of getting out right now. I'm kind of doing a pilot for myself, trying to check out my equipment, kind of get some scouting done prior to the season starting. I'm truly actually doing this. I've never really posted anything on the internet. I'm trying to show the average trapper that, hey, you can get out there with just a cell phone, a $10 tripod, and you can come out here and you can start filming your own, your own trap line. Even if it's hunting, if you're a hunter, getting out here and filming just one of your small hunts, just so you can have it, just so you might be able to pick up an additional hobby that really doesn't cost you anything other than already having a laptop and maybe a cell phone. So again, it's the 20th of August. Here in the state of New York, the trapping season really doesn't start until I think it's the 25th of October. So I'm out here pretty early. I enjoy my mornings, I enjoy my hot coffee. So I'm coming out here and I'm checking out some of these areas that no one's really been able to come down. So I'm actually here on Fort Drum up in northern New York, and the wildlife here is absolutely outrageous. The scenery is awesome. So I'm coming out here, I'm checking out these ponds. This is a runoff of Black River, which is just over here to my right. I haven't really seen much break the tops of the water. It is fairly early. I think it's probably about 6:45 in the morning. The sun's coming up. There's a nice fog that's rolling across the water. But just coming out here and seeing, what can I observe? Just enjoying nature at its finest. As hunters and trappers, we play a significant role in the conservation of animals too. So to be able to come out here and enjoy a nice quiet morning, it's absolutely breathtaking. It really is. It's super calming. So this trail that I'm on, I think people take it for granted. This trail, it's a narrow trail. I mean, I have a little Jeep Patriot, and I mean, it barely fits on here. And the vegetation here is absolutely absurd. I mean, when we're talking about getting out and checking out our trap line, let me see if I can get it over here. We're talking about this vegetation. We're talking about something that, some of this stuff it's chest high right now. But what we don't see, I think a lot of this vegetation deters us from coming out here because it's like, hey, we're not going to be able to trap out here. It's just too thick. But what we take, advantage of is these nice, I don't know if you can really see it down here or not, but there's a nice pocket trail down here. And what it's doing is it's crossing this road. It's got this big ravine down here, and these animals are crossing through to come over here to this nice little pond, and they're getting an easy meal. There's nothing but, if I was to walk this bank, there's nothing but frogs and crayfish that are up along here. So it's a prime example to get out here prior to the season starting, because once we get these hard freezes coming in, anybody in these northern states, the UP and all that, once you get that hard freeze that comes in, it knocks all this vegetation right down. So to get out here prior to the season starting and really getting familiar with the area, familiar with the animals' habits, is it pays off significantly at the end of our trapping season. So again, this video is really just a pilot for myself. This is gonna be the first video I've ever posted, but I really want to just start encouraging the average trapper, the average conservation man or woman, to get out and really just start filming the outdoors. If anything, like I said, pick up the hobby. Take your kids out there. I got 3 little kids, young kids. One of them's almost 15. But take them out. Show them these videos when they're young about how y'all used to get out there and really just get with the wilderness. It's absolutely awesome. You can't take this stuff for granted. You really can't. There's a reason that we do conservation. This is it right here. Is views like this. You really just can't beat it. So, I mean, stay with me. I'm doing this again for myself. I want to see kind of how I can progress as far as just the independent, I don't even know what you call them, blogger, vlogger, whatever it is nowadays. But just get out there and really start taking advantage of it. All I have is a $5 tripod that I got off of eBay, and and just my iPhone. That's all I'm doing right now. So we're gonna see how it turns out. I'm probably gonna have to go to my 14-year-old about how to even post this stuff. But hey, it's just about starting something new, and that's how we get hobbies out there. So hey, stay with me. We're gonna be out here. Trapping season's right around the corner. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's still 19 August. I just wanted to make a quick statement. It's early in the morning. This is about one of the only times I have to truly just come out by myself and enjoy the outdoors. My wife is at home with with our kids. and we are busy. Now, we're both, you know, active duty military, so we stay super busy, especially with, you know, our 3 kids, and, you know, we have a, you know, handful of animals. But, you know, you need to get out there by yourself sometimes just to kind of get some time to unwind, calm down, and this is that prime opportunity, you know, for myself. It fits my schedule because I'm an early morning person. I enjoy waking up, you know, 4:35 in the morning. My wife, not so much. She enjoys her sleeping in with the kids. But I say that because, you know, we want to, you know, it's our duty, it's our obligation to, you know, to spend time with our kids and to bring them outside, you know, into the outdoors and introduce them into this. When we're doing that, you know, I hope that you take into consideration, you know, what the terrain and the environment is like. Behind me, this is one of my favorite go-to spots. It's got a lot of the elements when we're talking about, you know, mink and muskrat and beaver. I mean, it's all here, especially raccoon as well. But the other thing is you know, let me grab this camera real quick. When you come to this other side, so last season, you know, we had, this whole area was just completely run down by beaver. So I was super excited. They had a couple dams over here, which, you know, in the state of New York, we're not allowed to disturb the dams, but we can trap by them. See if we can get a good shot of it. The sun's kind of right here. But all of this vegetation was knocked down once the winter time came. I mean, it leveled this stuff out. And this entire, you know, area with these younger trees, these saplings, these were all mowed down because they came up almost to the fence line, or I'm sorry, the guardrail. And I knew for a fact it was beaver. I'd seen them, but I never could connect on these beaver. So to me, again, that presents another challenge for myself. But again, this is not the area I'm going to be taking my children, because once you come back to this tree line over here, you know, we're talking chest high vegetation, and there's tons of trails cut through here. It's got a very marshy bottom, so it's just not the place I'm going to be taking my 3-year-old or my 7-year-old. Now my son, who's a little bit older, you know, he's 14, he can hang in there. He's a pretty tough guy. But I just want to bring this up to y'all, you know, just make sure that y'all, you know, y'all are taking the proper precautions, you know, that we're being outdoorsmen or, you know, conservative men and women when we're talking about conservation, and applying those safety strategies when we're talking about introducing our young ones out there. All right, so y'all keep up with me. You know, we're gonna try to make this thing work out.